Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do your own highlights at home. This is the kit that I'm using. However, it comes with a cap that you wear, and I'm not going to actually use that. I'm going to foil instead. Okay, so you need to have your foil already pre-cut. This is just heavy-duty foil like you would get at a store. Let's go ahead and get started. You want to section off a piece that connects to wherever you were last time. So I can see that I have pieces back here that are blonde, and then suddenly they stop. You want to make sure that you're not working with too big of an area. You just want to work in really small sections. You can use like a rat-tailed comb for this. I have one, but it's not here with me at the moment. So, anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to take your edge and you're going to fold it. Grab your piece of hair, which I just had and I let go. And you're going to put that underneath, and you're going to make sure that that's as close to the scalp as possible. So you kind of want to hold it here with the hair coming down in the middle. Alright, now, you can use your fingers for this, you can use your paddle for this, it's just whatever you feel comfortable using. Sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes I use the paddle, just depends. Alright, so once you've got your color on there, you're going to take and pull where the color stops. You're going to pull the hair forward. Okay? And then you're going to fold this up to meet the top part. Okay? And the reason we pulled that hair out like this is because we don't want to get color on that. You don't want to over-process that because you're just filling in that top part. So once you've folded it up, go ahead and fold it back on itself. Okay? And then if you want, you can fold it up one more time just to make sure that it's going to stay. Alright. So then you've got a little square like this. Really doesn't matter how it looks when you fold it. You just want to make sure that it's in there, that it's not going to come out. Okay. And you just keep doing this all the way around. Okay. So for this strand, I want to get up kind of close to where you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. I've folded my piece over, and I'm going to place that as close to the scalp as possible. You're going to have other foils in the way, but you're just going to have to kind of move them a little bit. Alright, so you want to make sure that that is tight like that. Hopefully you can see that. And then you want to take and put a little bit on your paddle, and you're going to rub that down the strand, making sure that you get all the way to that top. And I can actually see where it's dark and then it comes in with the blonde, so you can stop where you start seeing that blonde. And as long as you don't set it longer than you have in the past, you should be just fine. Alright, so make sure that you've got enough color on there. And like we did before, we're going to hold it here, pull that hair forward, and then we're just going to flip this end up to make a fold. Okay. And then you're going to fold it back on itself. And then fold it one more time up. Okay, there's your piece of hair sticking out. And you just keep doing this all the way around until you get as many strands as it is that you want done. You have to work fast with this. It's not something that you're going to want to let sit for a long time. And if you've done it for a while like I have, you're going to know about how long you need to let it sit. You also want to wear something that's going to be big and baggy, because you're not going to want to, first of all, ruin whatever it is that you're wearing, but second of all, you're going to want something that you can take off pretty easy, because you're going to be removing these foils in the shower, and so immediately after you get done, that's where you're going to be headed. So you're not going to want to have something that's really hard to take off. Okay. Also, you're going to want to make sure that not every highlight has to be perfectly across from itself. You know, if you have one here, that doesn't mean exactly straight across. You have to have another one. On this, sometimes being less symmetrical is better, because it makes it look more natural, and it's just easier than trying to get it directly straight across. You know, it just looks better. Alright, so we've got the highlight done. My hair is dry now. It turned out very nicely. However, I do want to do some low lights, because over time when you highlight, sometimes you can get too much blonde over time if you're not adding something in to kind of counteract that. So what I use is the 50 Light Ash Brown by Revlon, and you can actually take these two, which I'm done with these now, but you'll mix equal parts of each one of these. So, you know, when you're doing a highlight, you're not going to be, or a low light, you're not going to be using all of this. So you can actually mix 1 to 1. And that's what I've done here. And I just have it in my little dish. And whenever I do blonde, I normally don't wear gloves. However, with the dark color, I am going to wear gloves, because it will stain pretty bad. So I have my gloves, and I want to actually do a little bit of minking underneath. So I'm going to section that off. I'm going to clip that back. Get it to where it loops around, and make sure that you have every bit of that covered. And you can either leave it like that, or you can fold it in half again. I think I definitely need to take my gloves off and fold it in half, though, so it doesn't get in my way later. Alright, so that's all nicely sealed in there, as you can see. Alright, so now you've got all your foils in. I've got some underneath and some on top. And you're going to wait about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how long it takes for your color to set. And then once that's done, you're just going to go ahead and take your foils out.